Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running, with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Bama.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Point after, not right through. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be...
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He'll take a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. The Noles will line up to boot it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Tackle made after just a short gain. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Using his legs on the scramble.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that 1st down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He shreds the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The linebacker shifting around now. And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. They're going to run it. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And the Noles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And the Seminoles line it up with 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but begin the drive in excellent field position. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Snags the quick throw. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Gets hauled in here over the middle. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has. Give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT gives him a 10-point lead, 17-7. Now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Time is running out before halftime. They cut into this now two-possession lead. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Grab behind the line. It's Baxter. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. Gets rid of it on the move. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's Davis. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Noles will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Alabama. Made the defense look slow that time. So the offense clicking now, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Only 11 seconds left in the half as they come up here on first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He grabs it inside the 20. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. When he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He just sprints into the end zone. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up. And, of course, you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And the Seminoles will come to the line to run the hurry up. On the ground, it's Baxter. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? The Seminoles looking to keep this drive rolling.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Hand off to the right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision?
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
And it's a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Noles trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Seminoles. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. And you can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for...
Balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys. Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Tailback with another carry. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Getting set. Here's second down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Grab down the middle. It's Young. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Third down play for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Powering through. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as they come up on second down. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick pass, the catch is made. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a run to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
On the drive that will not end, it is a long way to go on third down here. Ball handed off. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push, get some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Jackson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Under pressure, just lets it go. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Hot over the middle. It's Williams. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Trying to extend the play. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He's got some open field ahead. Past the 20. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off play action, he's looking to throw. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Trying to create here on the move, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. He missed it. Field goal, no good. That miss leaves us with a 21-point game.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. To throw, it's Jackson. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the Knowles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes the catch downfield. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Knowles. This passing game is on fire today.
Number 15 with the carry.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 38, Florida State 23.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's running out of time here. And he will be sacked, trying to throw on the final play. The defense with a consolation sack to finish this off. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will